Hey guys, this is the second video I think I'm gonna do. Before I like go into whatever, I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head. Like this, like let me just be doing these videos off the top of my head. And I do have like some ideas. I have like what's called dotted down or whatever. So I'm gonna try to do some of those. And yeah, but I just hope you guys understand that it's not me that great or that perfect. So just understand that. Anyway, I think oh yeah, I also like I realized I went through the audio like the first time. And I realized that I missed a lot of things. I'm sorry for that. I'm not gonna remember everything I talk about, but yeah. So I think I can go into this now. So they when they go back to the Leaf Village, actually to get back, Sasuke just flying Rising's like the whole team, but also they bring Zabuza Haku to come because Sasuke realizes he's gonna need a bit more powerful shinobi for the Leaf, and Zabuza and Haku aren't really that bad of people. They kind of went down a bad path. Anyway, they get to Hidden Leaf Village, and during the time before the tuning exams, Sasuke already knows it's gonna be coming up. He tells Naruto and Hinata to like, get ready for it, and so like I think it's like 2 weeks. Like they have like the 2 week span before it comes, so like they spend like 2 weeks training, and I really don't have any ideas for like Sasuke train, but I'll just go over like I think some of the Sasuke's abilities he has right now, or like some of like just his power right now. Before we get to the tuning exam. So Sasuke right now, I'll talk about his chakra level. I think I'll be like making his chakra level probably at the like I don't really know how much Naruto's is during part 1, but I do know like the beginning of part 2. It's like when Naruto's learning Rasen Shuriken, he has like 100 times more than Kakashi if he wasn't trying to block off the Nine Tails interference. But I think I'll give like Sasuke. I think I'll give like so. Oh, I'm sorry. This is really hard to think of right now. I think I'll give Sasuke like half of Kurama chakra. Like so, it's like Naruto's normal like chakra mode that he gets from Kurama. He'll have like the amount of like one half of Kurama. I think I'll give him that. So Sasuke has like half like Kurama chakra at the moment. And just with like pure terms of his skill, he's already an S rank shinobi, not even including the factor that his like chakra is insane. And I think that's like all I need to go over Sasuke right now. I can't really think of anything. But I'll go over like Naruto. So like, Naruto is gonna be like way stronger. I think Naruto's gonna be like a high tuning right now. Like he's already gonna be a high tuning without like using what's called his BG cloak. I'm gonna say like he's gonna be able to like defeat Neji just like right now in base form. Probably I'm gonna say like better than he would actually he's gonna be able to defeat Neji at the moment better than he would in the original story, because Naruto's been training Sasuke. He's kind of had that real push and training of chakra, and he's just better at everything. Then like Hinata, I'm gonna say like Hinata, she's gonna like take up the role of like Sakura. She's not gonna be Sakura, but she's gonna take up the role of Sakura, like being the medical ninja. And so like Hinata's gonna like learn medical ninjutsu, along with the fact that she's like Hyuga, so she has her taijutsu skills. And I think that's really all I'm gonna do for like Hinata. But yeah, anyway, I think let's get into like this tuning exam. So they Kakashi all asked them like if they want to do a tuning exam. They all say yes. And so when they start walking to the tuning exam building, they see Konohamaru getting picked on, and Sasuke already knows what's going on. He knows that it's Gaara's brother Kankuro picking on Konohamaru. So they walk over. Naruto does his loud self and yells, but Sasuke's like, violence sometimes isn't a problem. And so he just runs up to Kankuro and just slams a fist in his face. And like, get me right, Kankuro, he's a Saiyan ninja, and they're like kind of ruthless and strong, but Sasuke is an S rank shinobi, And Sasuke has, the body of like a Senju right now. He's got 6-pack stage mode base form. He's pretty strong. But anyway, so he just destroys Kankuro. And then Tamara walks up, she's like, oh wow, this Uchiha is kind of cute, he's pretty strong, And then Gaara is from the he's on like the tree. Sasuke already knows where he is, so like Sasuke calls out to him, he's like, Gaara. He's like, Gaara the Sand, come out. And Gaara's like, so you know who I am, and you know I was here. How interesting. Sasuke Uchiha. And so they stare down, but Sasuke doesn't really take him for much. And like now, in the first part, I think Sasuke didn't really take him too seriously. No, he did take him seriously, but this time Sasuke kind of just scoffs because he knows Gaara is not on his level at all. Now Naruto also feels like he could, like Naruto actually feels Gaara is strong, but he doesn't really feel a killing like threat. He doesn't feel like he would die if he fought Gaara. He feels like Gaara is strong, but he feels like he'd have a really good chance to like win that fight. But anyway, they just save Konohamaru and they get to the Chunin exam like test. And I think there was a Genjutsu, but that Genjutsu is not taking on Sasuke and Naruto or freaking Hinata, especially like Naruto or Sasuke. They're stupidly strong. And now when they get there, they see Rock Lee, my man Rock Lee. And now during this time actually, during the time Sasuke's been like a genin, he's been getting more and more famous. It was just not only being the Uchiha, like the only Uchiha survivor and last Uchiha. He's also getting more and more famous because he's like an actual child prodigy of like, he took down Kakashi Hatake. Like he just sold Kakashi Hatake, and they're getting exam tests. And not only that, for the past 2 weeks he's been getting even more famous for taking down Zabuza and Haku of, I think it's like Hidden Mist, right? And so like his publicity or his fame is just incredible right now. And so a lot of people take him really seriously, including, all like all the shinobi at the Chunin exam. And Rock Lee is also taking Sasuke like super serious. Like he's not looking down on Sasuke. And so Rock Lee asks Sasuke for like a spar. And Sasuke's like, you know what? I gotta send Lee back to his place. He may have beat me the first time, but man, Lee, you are not touching me this time. Oh, Sasuke didn't say that to his face, but he thinks that, or knows that. But anyway, so they get into their stances, and it starts, and Rock Lee immediately goes to like first gate, then like the second gate, and and Lee looks at Guy at the top who showed up. Guy's like, Lee, you take them off, and Rock Lee's like, okay, and he takes off his weights, and Rock Lee just is fucking fast. He just like disappears. Well, he disappears from everyone else's sight. But for Sasuke, he activated his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. He doesn't really need it, but he still does it. And to him, Lee's like in slow motion. He's basically stopped. The only thing that Sasuke does is that he doesn't even need to teleport. He just runs right over to Lee and just freaking kicks him in the face. Just like I think it's like a high kick if I do, and just like kicks Lee right in the face and sends him flying to the wall, and just destroys him. Now he doesn't send Lee so hard that he breaks all his bones, but he just sends Lee hard enough just to stop the fight and show that Sasuke isn't no joke. But at the once it's finished, Guy jumps down, congratulates Sasuke for his win. And he just says to Lee, like, Lee, we're going to need to up your training a lot more now. Because I want you to be able to at least be able to defend or fight Sasuke. Or at least get to Sasuke's current level. Now, I don't even know how strong Sasuke is, but he right now, at the current moment, he's leagues above you, Lee. He's probably even as strong as me. And Lee's like, Guy Sensei, he's as strong as you. And guy's like, yes, Lee, but still, I'm stronger. And Lee's like, I know, Guy Sensei. And they do like, just their beautiful thing of hugging and crying and making everyone else cringe in the room. Now, anyway, they Sasuke, Naruto, and Hinata meet Neji and Tenten, because Neji and Hinata know each other, and Neji's looking down on Hinata, but like, first of all, Naruto isn't taking it because Naruto likes Hinata, and second of all, Sasuke isn't taking it because Hinata is Naruto's girl. All right, so Neji's kind of screwed right now. He's got Naruto, who's gonna just beat him up so hard. He's got Sasuke. Sasuke just, oh my god, he's just gonna wipe the floor with him. But Sasuke just kind of just like shakes Neji off because he just knows that like Neji's gonna he's gonna change, and Naruto's gonna be the one to do it. And so they just kind of move on, but Naruto leaves with a grunt and saying that he'll defeat Neji and should the Hyuga, he'll change the Hyuga in their ways. Wait, they make it to the second Genin exam of the written exam, and Sasuke he tells Naruto and Hinata to not write anything, because he remembers that like for the test you don't even need to pass the test of just writing. The only way to pass it really is just to stay in the room. So he just tells them don't answer anything, and when the 10th question comes, just stay in the room. And so they do that, and they end up passing the test with everyone before we pass. They pass with them, like Gaara and stuff, and I think it's like teammate or like and stuff. Oh wait. I did forget to add one thing. When they meet Kabuto, and bro, when Sasuke sees Kabuto, the only thing that's in Sasuke's eyes is just murderous intent, bro. He's just livid with Kabuto, and it kind of takes Kabuto off guard because like he's never met Sasuke, and this kid who's already known to be really strong is livid and just like has this murderous intent with him or like to him, but like Kabuto doesn't really tries to not think much of it. It could just probably be like Sasuke. Sasuke was saw the whole clan massacre, so like he must be like a bit traumatized. And so Kabuto like lets out his cards and stuff, and he gives them to everyone. And Sasuke asks for his card, and what says on it, I think I'll give like it's like the power, like Sasuke's like ranking of the cards is like at least like it's like I'm gonna give him like an A rank. Actually, no, not A rank. He's gonna be like high tuning level or like special jonin level of like ninja's gonna say. Yeah, he's gonna be like special jonin level ninja. He's gonna like say like Sasuke's like notable jutsus are like Flame Fist, Chidori. He's got what's it called? He's got the Sharingan. And then it goes to where Naruto asked for his card, and Naruto just gets he gets his his rank from Kabuto, or like Kabuto sees his rank, and it's gonna say like mid tuning. It's gonna say mid tuning level, and doesn't have good chakra control, nor it's also gonna say like inexperienced like shinobi, but still like a powerful threat that you should like take on. They shouldn't take on wantonly without any kind of like thought. But anyway, so Hinata also asked for hers, and I can't think of anything. But anyway, we're gonna go to the Forest of Death, and Sasuke just like going through everything. Like Sasuke's already realized, like, or not realized, but he's just been thinking in his head most of the time, like how he's kind of going down memory lane of where everything kind of went south. It's the tuning exam is like when everything went south with him and Naruto. And he just kind of like thinks of it, and the Force of Death, it was like when it first started with Orochimaru. And Sasuke sees Orochimaru before the Force of Death like starts. And yeah, and he just kind of like Sasuke's like, I'm gonna take him down, and I'm just gonna it's like I'm gonna take down Orochimaru myself before anything happens. And so Sasuke kind of like says it to himself, and then the Forest of Death starts. And during the Forest of Death, they're just clapping the other ninjas. All right, like Sasuke just sends like Naruto and Hinata their own, because Naruto's like I'm gonna say he's like the second strong. I'm gonna say the second strongest ninja in the game, other than Sasuke, because Naruto at his base form right now could defeat Neji when they fought. And not only that, Naruto still has this Biju cloak that he could tap into, and he still hasn't even gone to the 1 month training. But anyway, we'll go to they're defeating kids, and they get like I think it's the Heaven Scroll they need. So they just defeat a team to get a Heaven Scroll. But before anything, Sasuke just tells them like kind of like just take a slower pace, and because you don't really need to rush this exam. The only thing you need to do is just finish it, because what Sasuke wants to do is defeat Orochimaru. So Sasuke kind of goes the same way they did before, and waits for Orochimaru where they first met him. And Orochimaru like kind of like goes over. Actually, wait, it's like no, it was because Naruto had to go pee, so Naruto goes pee. Orochimaru comes over, tries to like do the password, and Sasuke's like, Orochimaru, I know it's you. And Orochimaru's like, huh? How do you know? It's like, and then Orochimaru's like, it doesn't matter. Alright, it's like, Sasuke, come with me. I know you want power. You want power to defeat Itachi, don't you? And Sasuke's like, no, I don't want power. I already have power. You freak. You're not even powerful enough to defeat me, let alone give me even more power. And Orochimaru just kind of fed up. Or he's just done playing the games. He's like, Sasuke, I want your body. Give it to me, or I'll take it by force. Sasuke's like, come over then, take it yourself. And Orochimaru lets out his killing intent, but Sasuke's not fazed by this. And then Sasuke kind of lets out his he kind of flexes his chakra, and it's just him flexing his chakra is the same scene as like, I'm gonna say the same scene as when, actually it's gonna be the same scene as when like Naruto, when he had first let out Kurama, and like all like the chakra let out, and like, you know that scene where like Kakashi like saw Naruto's back as like Minato. So it's gonna be the same scene where like a bunch of like fragments of stone goes out, and like a huge chakra wave like lets out, and like the chakra wave is purple, not like Naruto's thing. And Orochimaru's just like stunned. He's kind of fearful, because like Sasuke, like the Uchiha aren't really like known for like their huge massive chakra reserve, but like they still do have a bit of chakra. But Sasuke has just like this immeasurable amount of chakra, like insane amount, and just it kind of just like surprises, and it makes Orochimaru a bit fearful. But Orochimaru like he still holds on, because like he knows that it doesn't matter how much chakra one has. The only thing that matters is how skillful they are as a shinobi. And so Orochimaru still like he's gonna still try to fight Sasuke, and like he goes in. So like Orochimaru goes in like with his the extended neck, just like to place Sasuke under like this curse mark. And Sasuke like he kind of stands there, since he doesn't really need to move, since like he just let out his chakra and everything. He's kind of not taking Orochimaru too seriously. Orochimaru just kind of thinks like Sasuke's kind of dumb for just standing there, and is gonna let Orochimaru like bite him. But since Sasuke has the Amino Tejikara Jutsu, he looks at Orochimaru, places a seal on his body, and he teleports to Orochimaru's like body, and he goes to his back, and he sends like, since Sasuke is used to swords, he sends a sword through Orochimaru's back and his heart. But that doesn't stop Orochimaru, since Orochimaru can just like he molts and creates another body, like how he did with the Four-Tail and Orochimaru fight. And so he molts and he goes to another body, and Sasuke like teleports to him again and sends a Chidori. Then Orochimaru molts, and so they just kind of keep doing this, because Orochimaru can't really die instantly per se, but Orochimaru will die eventually because his chakra will run out. So they keep doing this for about like 20 or 30 minutes, where Orochimaru keeps molting and Sasuke keeps just instantly destroying Orochimaru, like how Sasuke did it in the Danzo fight. And he's just instantly destroying Orochimaru, and then Orochimaru is just kind of getting scared. And he tries to escape with like a summoning jutsu, but Sasuke is still too fast. He teleports to Orochimaru before he can summon. Or, like when he bites his what's called his thumb to summon, and like Sasuke just freaking teleports again, and I think Sasuke is gonna send so you know what Sasuke would do? He's gonna send a Rasen Shuriken because he knows Naruto's Rasen Shuriken jutsu, and he sends a Rasen Shuriken jutsu right into Orochimaru, and it destroys Orochimaru. It destroys all of his cells and everything, and it just donezo. Orochimaru is done. But one thing that Sasuke still isn't Sasuke still isn't relaxed because he knows that Orochimaru has Orochimaru split his soul and into all his curse marks. So, and Sasuke knows this, so he's still kind of on edge because Anko has Orochimaru in her, or in her curse mark. So he's kind of still on edge from that, but he does calm down a bit, or he is kind of more laid back about it because he will just defeat Orochimaru again. But anyway, they run to the tower with Sasuke putting Orochimaru into a seal. He kind of seals his body into a little space, and they take Orochimaru's body back, along with and they go to the tower and everything, and they finish, and Sasuke shows once it's done, Sasuke shows Hiruzen because there's a little time frame between the next exam or whatever, and so Sasuke shows Hiruzen and Kakashi and all the Jonin Orochimaru's dead body because there's there's a Jonin kind of lounge they had, so Sasuke shows them his body, and they're all kind of surprised and freaked out that Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sannin, is just sitting right, or laying there dead in front of all of them. And the fact that this 13-year-old kid just a 13-year-old kid killed him. And yeah, they're all just really surprised and just kind of proud that the Hidden Leaf is gonna have a shinobi like him. But anyway, so I think we're gonna go to the next exam, right? The next exam where they all fought with Gaara and Rock Lee, and everything kind of goes the same. But I'm not gonna go over the freaking soccer for this. That's lame. But Hinata and Naruto destroys Kiba. Naruto just freaking kicks Kiba into a wall and just kind of leaves. Just kind of leaves whistling like nothing happened. And then Hinata and Neji fight is gonna be it's gonna be not the same because Hinata's gonna be more adept with her skills and she's gonna be she's not be as soft as she was before. Obviously, she's still pretty soft, but she does know that she needs to fight, and she actually holds off really well. And I think I'm gonna make her and Neji tie in this fight. Yeah, her and Neji tie with their Hyuga style. And I don't remember the Hyuga style, but it's the 64 palms and stuff, and 12 trigrams, 12 trigrams I think. I don't remember, but they kind of tie off, but Naruto still wants to beat up Neji, so, but he can't do it. He can't do it yet. But anyway, we're gonna go to the Rock Lee and Gaara fight, and Rock Lee right now is kind of taking Gaara a bit more seriously. But also, Gaara right now is also even way more bloodlusted than he was before because he was kind of antagonized by Sasuke. He's kind of just a bit annoyed by Sasuke's attitude. And so, he's a tiny bit more bloodlusted, and when him and Rock Lee fight, I'm gonna say it's even a harder fight, where even almost I think they're gonna destroy one of the walls of the building, where a whole the whole side of the building gets destroyed. And the wall falls down. You can see outside. But Rock Lee is gonna get defeated, and I think Rock Lee's gonna have even heavier defeat of his arm. Both his arms are gonna get pulverized. And the only thing that we could do right now is just squats. So that happens, and yeah. So like it kind of like angers Naruto for that, and it lets some of the Naruto like QB chakra out, which Sasuke sees, but Sasuke's like he knows that he can have the Naruto like master power sooner or later. And now I think we're gonna go to like the 1 month. I'm starting going like pretty fast at this. I'm just kind of like again I'm just making all this up in my head as we go. But not the 1 month training comes, and Sasuke doesn't really train with Kakashi. What Sasuke does is actually Sasuke does train with Kakashi, I think. But Sasuke tells Naruto to go find Jiraiya, the legendary signing. So Naruto goes to the Hokage's office for that, and he goes to see Hiruzen about like who Jiraiya is and the legendary signing. And as he's asking, Jiraiya walks in. Now, this didn't happen in the original, but I'm gonna say Jiraiya walks in while like he's asking Hiruzen, and he sees Jiraiya, and Jiraiya like goes ahead and teaches Naruto. And I'm gonna say instead of having like Naruto take a whole week of like, instead of like having Naruto take like the whole freaking month of like learning summoning, Naruto's gonna learn summoning in about like I'm gonna say like 3 days. Yeah, because like 3 days like. Naruto's 3 days. That makes more sense because Naruto's gonna be like way more in depth with his chakra and understanding. But during that time, Jiraiya pushes like Naruto off the cliff, so for Naruto to get in like touch with the Kyuubi chakra, and they meet. Kurama and Naruto meet, but Kurama this time is like way more fearful of Sasuke. Like he's kind of nicer at Naruto because he understands like Naruto has a backing which is Sasuke, and Sasuke in a Uchiha, and he's like a really really strong Uchiha. Like he's probably been Kurama realizes that Sasuke is gonna probably be stronger than moderate Uchiha. He's older, and so Kurama says he'll give Naruto like more, like he'll give Naruto chakra, and it's gonna be like more chakra than he did in original canon. I'm gonna say like probably like 15% more chakra. So he's gonna be like Naruto's gonna be able to like go into like the actual Kyuubi cloak and not the he's gonna be able to go like the first form, or like the not it's the form before the one tail, but the form after like when Naruto is like the form after when the form Naruto had during the Chunin exams. But anyway, so Naruto's gonna be able to tap into like the Kyuubi cloak way easier and freely. And with that, Naruto's gonna be like way stronger. But anyway, so Sasuke during the month training, actually I still have to do more Naruto. I'm sorry. So during the next week, like the second week of like training, Jiraiya realizes like Naruto's gonna be like, he's really not smart, but he's pretty talented. And so Jiraiya shows Naruto Rasengan, and Naruto realized like the Rasengan is similar to the jutsu that Sasuke used, but actually like it's a bit weaker. And Naruto asks like are you able to like use any kind of like other powers for the Rasengan, or any like buffs or something like that? And Jiraiya's like, well, the fourth Hokage who created this jutsu, this jutsu is still unfinished, and what the fourth Hokage tried to do is add new elements, or like add an element to the Rasengan, which will complete it. And Naruto's like, what are the elements? Like, Jiraiya's like, this idiot. But anyway, so Naruto takes like about half a week to learn their Rasengan. So about like 3.5 days, 4 days it's gonna take him to learn Rasengan and perfectly master it, which is like twice as fast as the original canon. And yeah. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna stop at that 2 weeks, and the rest of the time it's just gonna be like Naruto on chakra training and just building up his taijutsu with Jiraiya and just getting more depth with the Rasengan. And so what Sasuke is doing during his time, I'm sorry I'm not really doing much of Hinata. I really don't know to do Hinata, but anyway, so what Sasuke doing his time with Kakashi is that him and Kakashi are sparring, but it's more like Sasuke teaching Kakashi instead of Kakashi teaching Sasuke. But during this time, Sasuke is actually training his body because he wants to unlock his Mangekyo, and he wants to also build up his stamina. And with like at the end of the month, or during the second week, Sasuke is able to re-unlock his Mangekyo because he's able to. Sasuke is already gone through pain, and the only thing he needs to do is just like build up his body to unlock his Mangekyo, and that's what he did. And so now he's got his Mangekyo Sharingan, and actually he won't go as blind faster than before. He's gonna be like more like Obito, and I think Obito didn't have like he had a Mangekyo, and some people say like he had an EMS because of the Hashirama cells, of where like it would never like go out. But I don't really think that. I feel like how that would work is that Obito would eventually lose eyesight in his eyes, but it's the fact that he was so pumped with Hashirama cells, it would just, the eyes would never go blind in his lifetime. And so I think we'll use like the same thing with Sasuke. Like his Mangekyo is more like a Eternal Mangekyo, but with just his original powers. And that Sasuke's still gonna need his actually Sasuke won't need his brother's eyes because he can just unlock them by himself. And so also during this time, I'm gonna have Sasuke's gonna teach what's called Kakashi the purple lightning that Kakashi made in Bortero. But also during this time, Sasuke's gonna meditate more and become more in tune with nature chakra, because like Sasuke can already like use nature chakra and stuff like for the 6-path sage mode. He already has like that kind of sage mode buff. But what Sasuke wants to do is get a like Naruto's same buff over that. Naruto had two sage modes. He had his original one that he learned, and he had the 6-path. And what Sasuke wants to do is get his own original sage mode. And so Sasuke takes his like 2-week time of learning sage mode along with getting more in depth with his Mangekyo again and Susanoo, along with being able to using his Amaterasu as the flame fist this time instead of just regular flames. And he's gonna be using like more like different jutsus with like Amaterasu instead of like he's gonna try to like change all the flames he uses in normal fire jutsus into the Amaterasu ones, which he succeeds in. I'm gonna say he just succeeds in. And during his meditation, like Sasuke meditates and stuff, he's gonna pick up on, I think he's gonna pick up like on Hawk Sage mode, since he had the Hawk summoning. And it's not like Sasuke is not gonna like grow wings or anything, but it's gonna be more like Sasuke learns like the powers of like birds and stuff, and Sasuke's gonna be able to like use nature energy and his chakra, and how he also had like his curse mark to make wings. But Sasuke's not going to like go to curse mark like 2 state and have wings like and look just disgusting. He's gonna be able to like use chakra and make himself fly, basically like nature chakra, make himself fly without using his physical body. And so with that, Sasuke is able to fly. And yeah, I think that's like all Sasuke's gonna have. Along with he's actually has his not a full sage mode yet, but he's gonna use nature chakra like better. He's gonna be able to use a bit of like a nature chakra buff along with the sage mode. So like I'm gonna say he's gonna have like a 10% like perfect sage mode that Naruto has. So it's not gonna be like super huge buff, but it's gonna be really really crazy buff where I'm gonna say Sasuke's gonna. I'm gonna say Sasuke's power level right now. It's definitely gonna be around his power level when he had like the dual Mangekyo Sharingan, or the dual EMS Mangekyo Sharingan, I think. Oh, along with the perfect Susanoo. And Sasuke doesn't have this perfect Susanoo right now, so it's crazy. It's a crazy amount of power, and I'm probably even lowballing him still. Anyway, my bad for doing that. Now we're gonna get to the actual tuning exams, and I'm just gonna skip to like all the fights because I don't remember any of them. I really don't. And oh yeah, the Orochimaru isn't gonna have a play in the Konoha. I think it's. God, what's it called? But the fight between Konoha and the Sand. The Orochimaru's not gonna be in it because he's like dead. But I think the Sound Shinobi are still gonna come along with the Sand Shinobi, and they're still they're planning to destroy Konoha. And Sasuke knows this, but he doesn't really feel like he has a need to notify anyone since, first of all, Hiruzen like he's he's not gonna die because Orochimaru's in there, and plus Hiruzen's still an S rank shinobi where he's gonna be able to, like, just by himself he's gonna be able to take down the whole sand and sound. And Jiraiya's not there, but you don't need Jiraiya when you have Kakashi and his purple lightning. Anyway, I'm sorry for doing that. We're gonna go to the fights. So Naruto and Neji fight, and Naruto, he has a way bigger buff now. He's way stronger than before. And in this fight, like Neji like talks about his like thing of destiny or whatever, and Naruto like, just bro, this is just blah blah blah. You're not talking about anything important, It's like it's all about making your own destiny and going your own path. But anyway, so Naruto just goes to Neji. Neji tries to, like, do his jutsu, or he tries to do Juken style, like taking down Naruto's chakra points. But since Naruto's been like sparring with Hinata, he's actually quite used to like getting jukened, and he knows how like to avoid the most critical like chakra points. So like the chakra points are like that into his head, like to his head, his limbs, and his heart. And that's all like he like blocks, but like everything else like lands on his body. But he doesn't really care, since what he does is like push out. He's more in depth with the QB chakra, so he pushes out some QB chakra into him, and breaks the seals of his what's called his acupoints. I don't remember. I think I'm going for the cultivation stuff. It's called acupoints to me right now, but he breaks those seals, and he creates a Rasengan with a shadow clone. And he just sends he sends a Rasengan right into Neji, and just sends Neji just into the wall. And in the fight is not like the same amount of length that it was before. It is in seconds. Naruto just whipped with Neji, and Naruto ends with a clean win. And then what happens next is the Gaara versus Sasuke fight, and Sasuke he just kind of face palms. It's just, this is not even gonna be that hard of a fight, because Gaara, like, he's strong, he's gonna be able to go in tail beast form, but he's about to fight Sasuke. And Sasuke like he does, since he's a trained shinobi, he doesn't take it seriously, but it's not as serious as like Sasuke trying to go for the kill, because he knows Gaara isn't really that bad of a person, and the only thing that needs to happen is like Gaara just needs to beat Naruto. But I'm gonna say, like, Sasuke's gonna go easy on Gaara, so Naruto will actually fight Gaara and help Gaara out. And with this, like, Sasuke, like, he goes really easy on Gaara, but he does like frighten Gaara a lot, where Gaara does go into his partial Shukaku form, and he kind of like goes wild. And with this happening, the I think it's Konoha Smash. Yeah, Konoha Smash like happens, but since it doesn't have Orochimaru in it, it kind of gets flattened immediately. But still, like Sasuke kind of just like teleports out there to the stadium, and Naruto like sees what's called Gaara about to go crazy and about to attack civilians. So with this, like, Sasuke kind of finesses Naruto into fighting, and Naruto goes down. I'll just protecting everyone, and he fights Gaara, and Tamaru and Kaoru try to beat Naruto, like try to like stop Naruto from going to Gaara, but Sasuke's there, and he just places a mark on them with his just with a gaze and his nature energy. He just teleports to them, and he just sends them down. He just with his weight and a kick, he just sends them both down to the ground and incapacitate them. And he drags them out and just lets Naruto fight while he watches. And the fight actually goes on way differently than before, since Naruto has a Rasengan. He's way stronger, and he has QB chakra that he's able to go into way more depth in. So what Naruto does, he tries to lead the fight out. He's successful in doing. He leads him and Gaara's fight out to the forest, and they fight there. And kind of goes down the same, but it's gonna be way faster and easier for Naruto, where he's gonna be as drained of chakra energy. He goes in his first QE state, like the QE chakra cloak state, and he calls Gamabuto the chief toad, and he kind of like transformed Gamabuto into Nine Tails, and they just shred Gaara. But Naruto doesn't have to like freaking he doesn't have to headbutt Gaara this time. Okay, it's way easier for him to stay on Gamabuto, and he kind of rushes over Gaara and sends a Rasengan into the sand and all the way to this Gaara's gut and wakes him up. And like Gaara is just kind of bewildered that he got woken up by like this dude in seconds. And Naruto and Gaara Naruto tells Gaara that like he has power from his friends and everything, and changes Gaara, and so that's how he changed Gaara. But after that, like after everything, like all the sound ninja, like the freaking captured from like Guy, and there's way stronger Kakashi, has a way more endurance. I'm gonna say Kakashi doesn't have to use his Sharingan much right now, since like his power, since he has the purple lightning now, he's way stronger. He can just shred down the whole sound ninja and sand ninjas, along with Guy, along with Hiruzen, who Hiruzen took down the sound 4 so easily. He kind of is like he's just playing with babies. Like he was just disciplining kids or whatever. That was a horrible example. I'm sorry, but he was just disciplining some kids, and he helped Kakashi and Guy to take down everyone, along with the other shinobi, but they were kind of fodder. But after like a day of time, or like a day passes, Sasuke sees Kankuro, Tamaru, and Gaara in the cells. Like, he goes meet them because Sasuke has a kind of executive privilege with being a clan head and everything. So he goes to, and also he has a high amount of fame. He's pretty trusted. So he goes to see Gaara, Tamaru, and Kankuro in their prisons, and he goes to Gaara, and he goes to Gaara's like mindscape with his Sharingan, with the Genjutsu and everything, because no one is beating a Mangekyo Sharingan, unless you're Jin Turkey, but like anyway, just just go with it. So Sasuke enters like Gaara's mindscape like he did Naruto before, and he sees Shukaku, and he sees like Shukaku is messed with Gaara, but not only that, he also looks at the Gaara's seal, and it's all just messed up, which is just making Gaara go crazy. So what Sasuke does, like he sees that like Gaara is already like starting to contemplate, so he tells Gaara that like in a bit of time, or like in a while, I'll come back to you, and that I'll make your tail beast stop bothering you, and that you could finally get some sleep. And so like with that, like Sasuke leaves, and he like Gaara, they'll all be in there for like a while, but Gaara contemplates everything. And after a while, Sasuke will come back and like unseal Shukaku, fix Gaara's seal, and like reseal him back in. And Sasuke doesn't have to worry too much about Gaara dying, because Gaara is of like a really small trace of Uzumaki lineage, along with like the fact that he's not gonna die instantly. Okay, Sasuke is fast enough to take out the beast and put him back in, and make sure like Gaara can have some freaking sleep. But yeah, I think that will be it for this time. I think I'll go over like the I think it's like 6 months, like a 6-month period between like the training exam and Shippuden. Yeah, I'll go over like the Tsunade thing next video, and also I'll go over the 3-year time skip, and yeah, so hopefully that'll be interesting. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.